Hello everyone, welcome back to today's video where we're going to continue working on my 1997 BMW 328i as I very quickly transition it into a very stock sedan into my first drift car. We've done a few things so far. Obviously dropped the exhaust. We had to drop the exhaust because we had to replace the clutch because that was kind of like the only big issue with this car at the moment, replacing the clutch. So that actually went in last night. Now I just have to rebolt this girl back in. But because I really don't want to work on that right now and get underneath the car because it's such a pain in the ass to do that, I'm going to do something fun. And something that I've never done ever before is buy actual race seats. I've never actually had a car that I needed race seats in before, so check it out. Ugh. That's right. I'm actually really excited for this because I know it's like, I probably don't need them, and like the seats that are in it are probably perfectly fine for like the level of drifting I'll ever be able to do with the bolster. But these seats are kind of gross, and I don't like them. Look at this. That's gross. That's disgusting. There were covers on this. Let's see if we'll focus. There were covers on it, so you couldn't see it. But I just decided that, you know, maybe it's time for me to invest in some nice NRG seats, get that stance boy, fuck boy kind of looks on this car, and, you know, make it a little safer at the same time. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to take those seats out, which is pretty easy. I guess it's only 4 bolts. And the biggest thing that you have to do, like right off the bat, though, is pull the negative off the battery because you don't want to like flick. What is it? Like the. So what I'm looking for, you need to flick the airbag warning, like on the warning lights on the dash. So you take the negative off about 15 minutes beforehand, and then you should be good to go. I guess there's only 4 bolts. Oh, so look at this. There's only 4 bolts. That you need to do to take the seats off. So I'm gonna show you guys how to do that, and then I'm gonna show you how to mount the new seats in. But before I do that, check this out. These were the original headlights. Garbage. Look at the new one. No one's seen this video yet. Look how good they look. All black everything, even though I'm gonna wrap this car probably yellow. You know, that looks so good. All right, guys, let's start working. Right off the bat, I realized there's already a problem, right? I had just told you guys to disconnect the battery because that's what someone on the internet on the Beamer forums told me to do. Now I can't move the seats into position where I need them to go, right? I need to move the seat all the way forward. Boop, so then I can reach the 2 bolts on the back, and then I need to move it all the way backwards to reach the 2 bolts on the front. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reconnect it, I'm gonna slide it forward, going to disconnect it, and hopefully I can get access to the wires at the same time, and then I'm gonna move it back and do the same thing for both sides. So let's do that. So 16 millimeter, this bolt right there, that bolt right there. All right, so pop the 2 off on the back. Only one did a little bit of pee-pee blaster. Now I brought the seat all the way back, and there are 2 bolts here. 1, 2. This one has a little cap on it, so I'm gonna try to get that bitch on out. Boom. So now we have access to it. That should be a 16 millimeter. Let's give it a shot. All right, after a little bit of elbow grease and some pee-pee blasters, she's free. And I wanted you guys to see my first reaction of how gross this is going to be underneath this. Ugh. There's a lot of gross stuff underneath this car. While you have the seats out, it's probably a pretty good time to use the vacuum cleaner and kind of suck things up. There's some coins down there, which I'm gonna pick out before, but I'm probably gonna put some gloves on first because this is kind of gross. Also, there is a wiring loom here. I think we have to look at it from the back to unplug it. So it seems pretty stuck in there. So let's try to figure out how to get to this wiring loom. Anytime I see wires, I just call it a loom. I don't know if there's like a technical term, but if there is, like, I'd be very interested in knowing. Wait, this is like a real stiff. Should probably take that headrest off. All right, I'm gonna set you guys down and we're gonna figure this out. All right, so I've realized I can't take the seat out because the seat belt is actually connected to what is it called? Seat frame. So I have this, I think it's a Torx, whatever this star bolt is, and I'm hoping that if I take that out, this will be able to pop right out. I don't know, is that in focus? That's in focus, yeah. So let's give that a shot. I don't know if this is going to connect to the new seat rail that I have, so maybe I'm going to be forced to have to buy a harness system for this. Great success. Dirty. Disgusting. I'm going to put some gloves on. I'm going to collect that 37 cents and that random bolt, which probably goes somewhere in the dash, and start working on the other one. So much room for activities. And just like that, both seats are out. The passenger side was so much easier than the driver's side. I think that's just because there's more room to manipulate it because there's not a steering wheel in the way. So, nice. Look how much room there is for activities. I was about to break out into song, but I decided not to. I don't know why I decided to do that. So cleaned it, as you guys saw, you know, really vacuumed it. I sprayed some like Simple Green on it and kind of like rubbed it in, let it sit for a bit, then like vacuumed it out. Just try to get, there's like some stains and stuff. Like it's a drift car, like at the end of the day, like it doesn't have to be perfect. But while you're here, while the seats are out, it's easy to do so. And also, I'm getting smarter. Let's not put it that way, but I'm learning from my previous mistakes, and I started to bag everything and label it from where it came from. Smarts. So now this is the most fun that we get to do, because, or the most fun part of the video. We have to get to unwrap these seats and see how they fit. I have no idea how to install them, but this should be very fun. All right, let's see what we're dealing with. Also, I have an all black Leatherman that it's like my favorite thing of all time. You know, fits this aesthetic. Oh, that's already open. Oh my god, they're so red. They're so red. Oh my god. Seats, red seats. I'm looking at them, they look good. The only thing that's like a little off are these that are like little, they're stronger pieces of fabric where you like slide in and like where your shoulders hit. They're a little bit discolored, which I don't know if that's how it normally is, but like you can tell like this is darker than that. So that's kind of frustrating. But like also I bought both of these seats for $400. They're actual NRG seats, which is good. I just got a really good deal. Usually they're like $500 for both the seats, so there's that. There is a bracket on the bottom, which looks like they just bolt straight in, so I don't know if I have to drill anything or anything like that. All right, it's been a little bit. Shaved the beard. It's been a few days. It's been like 2 weeks. So what happened is, in the middle of this, I realized I was missing an adapter. These adapters right here. So the seat rails that I have weren't long enough. As you guys can see, they aren't long enough to actually bolt into where they need to here and here. So I had to go get these. Let's see. There's inners and outers, and I believe these are the inners. So also, these are from Garagistic, and they're stunning. Where do they go? Go right there. Which side? Boom. Boom, look at that. So now they go there, and now I put the other one here. Let's go grab it. Outer, unless it's the other direction. Actually, I think it'll be this way. Inner and outer.
that's about right. I don't know, we gotta figure that out. But now I have extra space to bolt the bottom part, this part, let's see. Ba-bow. So neat, see those? Now they have a place to actually bolt on. So we're gonna finish this up today, and because I need to get the seats in and I need to get the transmission dropped. So many things to happen on this car in the next few days. So these are in. I'm not sure if they're 100% in. Honestly, I'm trying to. I emailed Garagistic and seeing their thoughts. This obviously goes here, perfect. This, it's stiff, like no movement when I pull and push, but it seems because this like AC duct is. But like it's pretty goddamn stiff. I was playing around with the sliders, and I don't think I'm going to put them in. They don't seem. Into here. So we're gonna do the passenger side first. There's more room on the passenger side because there's no steering wheel, and I just think that is gonna be easier. So yeah, let's do this. All right. I don't know how far back they need to go. Bop, bop. I want to make sure that these are parallel with each other because aesthetically they're going to look better that way. But I guess at the end of the day, that doesn't really matter. All right. One side to like lift up the other side, like if the seat's like that, gotta be like that. So I'm hoping that this is the right distance. It's coming together! Alright, I can't touch the clutch right now because the transmission's out and I don't know what the hell that would happen. But I can go full, yeah, I think this is a good place for it to be. Might need to go back farther a bit. I'm gonna bolt it in here and we're gonna see how it works. Because it's fairly easy to take this off and on. And the final piece. Ugh. Look at that! They're almost too good for this car. It's like dirty as shit. They look so nice though. I'm still missing the harness bar and the harness. The harness bar is going to be installed from that bolt over to this bolt where the seat belts usually go, and then so that will lay behind the seats, allowing the harnesses to go through here, and then underneath. I don't understand how the underneath part works, but we're gonna figure it out. So bottom of the seat, I put these all the way to the top to add a little more height to the bottom of the seat. These bolt in straight under like that. And there's a little room up front on both sides in case I need to bring it forward, and there's definitely a lot of room out back. What I really wanted to do is make sure I had enough space to get to these, so I have access to these on 3 of the 4. It's as good as basically I can get. But as you can see, we'll walk to the back so you guys can see. A lot of space back here. A lot of space. So there's definitely room to bring it back more. When I got these, they said that there were 2 positions, one for people who are 6 feet and over, and one for people who are under 6 feet. I didn't understand that. Like if I pushed it forward, the seat didn't really align that well, so kind of did it like this. But yeah, it is exactly mimicked on the driver's side as well. All right, so look at this. I think they look real good. They got that hot boy shit. All right, we'll go to the front. Oh, they definitely stand out on the black car. That's for sure. Was it an impossible installation? No. Did it take me a few weeks to do it? Yes. Why is that? Because I didn't have all the parts that I needed and I had no idea what I was doing, but that's the point of this video series and my YouTube presence and all of that is because I want to learn how to work on cars. So here we are, working on cars. Pretty damn excited. It feels pretty good. I'll put all the links down below if you guys want to buy them as well. If you have any questions on the install, if you have any questions on like the Garagistic floor pans or the NRG seats that I have, I'm here to answer, guys. My experience is now your learning. Or my learning is now your experience, one of those two. That being said, guys, you know, there's a lot of new BMW videos coming up in the next few weeks as I prep this car for my very first drift season, which I'm so damn excited for. You have no idea. It's crazy to think that I'm taking a stock. God, it's sunny outside. It's sunny outside. Amazing. Let's just stop and think about that. It's amazing to think that I'm taking a stock E36 sedan and I'm going to turn it into a drift car in like 8 weeks. I know people could do this overnight, and people have done these kind of things like over a long weekend and whatnot, but like, I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm learning, and I'm really excited about that. That being said, I think this video is over, guys. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and more videos to come. Thanks so much.